Hi everyone, Phantom here. Welcome to my Dawntrail playthrough. This fully voiced playthrough is separated by quest names, so if you want to skip to a specific moment, you can find it by that. They are also numbered and have the quest level for easy reference. If you want the full VODs unedited after they come down from Twitch, consider subscribing. Once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'll open up all my unedited VODs so you can see everything just as it was captured in the moment. Throughout this playthrough, I'll be dialing in my voices for all the characters, so please excuse the early performance. Neither me nor my human or professional voice actors, and the ones who actually voice these characters in Final Fantasy XIV are much better than my pale imitation. Nevertheless, for those who want to watch Dawntrail and not read through it, this is the place for you. Enjoy the show. A new world to explore. Welcome back, Nelly. I've just had word from Aaronville. It seems he's managed to secure passage to Terrell aboard a guild ship vessel. Why don't you go wait in the main hall, and I'll inform your travel companions. It should only take a moment. Alright. There will be lots of voice acting, I hope, because I'm getting tired of imitating everyone's voices. Otika gave us the good news. We've made ready to set sail at a moment's notice. The only one yet to arrive is Aaronville himself. I didn't do her accent right. I will not do Aaronville's accent right, I'm sure. I'll try though. Ah, you're all here. It took some persuasion, but the Gleaner's Guild ship has granted us places aboard a vessel bound for Toral. There will be other passengers, researchers, and artisans and the like, so we'll need to share deck space. That's fine, Aaronville. I doubt anyone expected we'd have a ship all to ourselves. They're not casting off just yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, now is the time to voice them. I wouldn't call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what it is we'll be doing in Toral, yes? We've not forgotten. The nation of Tuliola is in the midst of deciding its next ruler, and as your chosen allies, we shall assist you during the rite of succession and support your bid to become Dawn Servant. In addition to that, Alpha and I have another objective. As part of its reconstruction, Garlemald seeks to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbors. By visiting Toral, we hope to learn more about how its myriad cultures interact with one another, how they find common ground, develop stronger ties, the sort of insights that might help our friends in Elsebard. But we'll pursue this goal in our own time. You can be assured that we'll give the contest all due attention. That's all I ask. Otherwise, you're welcome to do as you like. You wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Crowd? Yes, as far as we could determine from the old missive I found, he had been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawn Servant. Yet, oddly enough, we have no record of that investigation in our archives, and nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter. Thus, reasons both official and personal, I should very much like to get to the bottom of this mystery. I am sure there'll be a chance to speak with Papa. You can get your answers right from the source. I look forward to meeting him. In any case, you're not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. The Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I am part of this expedition only because the third promise has commanded I serve as a guide. Still playing part of the stoic servant, I see. What of you? Don't tell me you've changed your mind. We won't make you the Dawn servant by standing here talking about it. A woman of action. Right then. If we are still committed to the journey, then I say we make ready to depart. Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well. Okay.
Savoring the moment? I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
Damn straight.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
Do not be so quick to relax. Oh, Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map. The vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels. Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Bluefiswin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
Yes, Bluefiswin.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough, disappointing me so.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
All aboard! We're casting off! It's time. I trust you have everything you need?
I have my armory chest, my saddlebag, my backpack, and me. And that's pretty much all I need.
And so does our ship cast off from the docks. We sail west, as Cattenram did some 80 years past, bound for the New World, known to her children as the continent of Tural.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me! Woklamat!
Oh, this is going to be so much fun. You can almost tell that the Warrior of Light's thinking about the words of Emmett Selk already. The Golden City. He spoke of this. That doesn't seem too big of a jump, really. Even there, from there to Vilbrin doesn't seem that big of a leap.
Smooth sailing so far?
Aye, so far so good. But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
I'll take my rest while I can then.
We left port what seems an age ago now, and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know. Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things about Tuliolal and the right of succession.
Really?
Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own.
Of course I do. Time to talk with everyone. Read every bit of dialogue.
Did you look out across these same waters, Grandfather?
I can feel my edge starting to dull on these long sea voyages. How about some light sparring later? Oh, this will be my first visit to Tural. Fontaine is the name. I was working at Esteem's Aesthetics in Olda, but you see, my employment with them came to an end. So I visited Charlie in hopes of starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel when I overheard room for another passenger suddenly opened up. I'm told the Dawn servant welcomes all regardless of origin, and so Tuliolal seemed like the perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will go better this time. I'm gonna remember that name. It's Fontaine, but with Jean stuck in the middle. My humans play Genshin Impact, he knows what's up. I see you in Eorzea before, you great and famous hero. God, I've had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception, but with more of you Eorzeans coming to Tural, it's becoming practical. Besides, my mercenary days are over, too many of our warband have fallen, and so we head home to lick our wounds. My story? Well, since you asked, I wanted to retrace the historic journey of the great Kitten Ram. You know, the first Eorzean to set foot on Tural, almost 80 years ago. The Melmuljolan's leader is said to have welcomed Kitten Ram with open arms, and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendship. The real treasure was the crops he brought back, potatoes, tomatoes, and corn, which have spread across the Eorzea like wildfire. His great adventure led to a culinary revolution. The tales say Kitten Ram returned to Tural several times after that, but his ship vanished during his last recorded voyage, and it was never heard from again. That even a seasoned explorer like him can meet such an end is testament to the ocean's peril. Don't jinx us. Please. Thank you. I'm told this vessel has been equipped with a barrier generator to protect it from storms. A reassuring thought, though I nevertheless pray there will be no need for it. Don't jinx us. Did you want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who'll be sat next in the Dawn Servant's shiny chair. There are 4 claimants in the right of succession, your young Wuk-Lamat being one of them, of course. But from what a Mumble-Jomplook was telling us, the other 3 are all strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on the third promise. What is that? Wait. I recognize you. You're the champion of Eorzea. If the third promise has you on her side, then that shifts the odds quite a fair bit. I might have to change my bet. Were you betting against Wuk-Lamat? You better. I heard an info was looking for Pastor Chichiliolo, so I managed to squeeze this party aboard one of our charter vessels. As fortune would have it, we just scheduled an expedition to Tyrol. So you're the one. Okay. Some parts of Tyrol are said to be so remote that not even Kentenram made it to them. If I could explore those places, then perhaps I'll become even more famous than him. I look forward to a long service within the hot springs of Carpacha, and no complaints when I dance the bathing dance. Ha 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 ha. Deep breaths, deep breaths. She's so excited. I wonder what the city will be like. An adventurer, I presume? I'm a merchant myself, based in Ul'dah. Specialty imports and exports in Eorzea and Tyrali both. If this is your first crossing the salt, as they say, do remember that the social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as those over yonder. Consider this. It is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by the names of certain clans. The Mikote, the Hitsaro. The Hrothgar, Zabral. Not because every member of a given clan is of the same race, mind, but because many individuals of said race are associated with that clan. Fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. Let me reread that. Oh. Okay. So, I guess what they're saying is that there's a lot of Hrothgar who are in the Zabral clan. But not all of them are from... Not all Zabral are Hrothgar, and not all Hrothgar are in Zabral. But they just associate Hrothgar with Zabral because they're like the flagship race. They're the most prevalent species in... I get it. Okay. This is a little confusing for a second. Did you learn anything of interest? Oh, I hadn't heard about the clan names. We should have Wuk-Lamat and Arenville teach us the ones we should know. Actually, it's getting a little chilly up in here on deck. Let's gather in the cabin. You mean in Old Charlian? Because that's where the cabin staircase led. Mm-hmm. Just like I thought. Storm.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
How's your stomach? Any better?
Oh, she wasn't excited. She was seasick.
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick. I'm just
Sure you don't.
a little
Sure you
nauseous is all.
don't.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Erenville,
It
you
is.
were born in Tyrol, yes? Do many Vieira live there? The Shatona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother...
We're about to have plot. Come on. Character exposition.
Oh dear.
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
Why are we always the ones to help out when shit hits the fan? Why?
I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since.
Well, the sails are up.
Waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself. Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning. What an extraordinary life she must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease. Oklama, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress. By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air? Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground. Can't be much farther now, can it?
It can.
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my...
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts. Come.
Okay. So that's what's going on with the small skiff that the Warrior of Light rides onto the city. Because there's reefs, and they don't want to rip the reefs up or have the rest rip the sheep up.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
There's not sheep over here. There's
We only
alpacas.
did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway. If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm. As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Huh.
Then I better not let you down. Oh. Easy, stomach. Easy.
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
That was the prelude.
Look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
Dawntrail! Finally! Yoktarao. Tulio. Wow. Oh, this is so nice.
gods. I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Yeah.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tulihyolal are still few and far between.
Tulihyolal.
And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
They don't have a navy.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out, or...?
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next Dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tulihyolal?
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
Third promise is the title
No
for
need to
Lv90.
bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
That Zabral has some coral whiskers.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part? Anyway, first things first.
She does look a little bit more royal with that outfit on.
I bid you welcome to Tulihyolal.
Kryle has her brush ready. Nice to see Kryle's all ready for pictomancing it up if she needs to. Oh, let's meet everybody first. What an amazing city! As lively as old Dawn, and even more colorful. According to Aravel, the Vanu I saw belong to a clan known as the Hanu Hanu. It seems they share more than a physical resemblance. I wonder what kind of trouble those soldiers are expecting. Ah, it's so nice to feel that familiar breeze again. I wasn't sure my stomach would make it. Well, despite the storm's efforts to the contrary, here we are. Safe and sound. You have arrived in Tulihyolal. You can return to the city anytime by speaking with the swarthy sailor in Scholars Harbor on Old Charlian.